Okay, welcome back to Dr. K's Kitchen. Now then, we were talking about the Dickerson PBJ, the source of that. The recipe came from my two cousins. Well, I have more than two cousins, but these two specific cousins, Donna Dickerson Anspach and Danelda Dickerson Richardson. Actually, I've got a cousin named Danelda. I may be related to Ron Dickerson now that I think about it. Anyway, actually what was scary was I looked up Vanilla Ice for some crazy reason on Wikipedia. Found out that Vanilla Ice's mother's maiden name was Dickerson. And that's kind of scary. That means Ron and I could both be related to him. Anyway, Danelda was actually named after my mother. Danelda's father, who's my mother's brother, named her Danelda after my mother, whose name is Nelda. I thought about using that same strategy, but my daughter Chloe is very thankful that she wasn't named Dickerry. Okay. The Dickerson PBJ. Now, a normal PBJ, of course, you take the jelly, you take the peanut butter, and you spread it. You spread the peanut butter on the bread, and you spread the jelly or jam on the bread. Now, this is a little bit different. If you'll excuse me, I forgot to get a plate out for this, because you know we're going to have bread out momentarily. Which all that trouble to set that camera up right, and I'm screwing it up now. So, what you do is you take the peanut butter, and since it's if it's a brand new jar, of course, you peel the peanut butter off, or the cover thing off to make it tamper resistant. Make sure you don't put cyanide in your peanut butter. Of course, if it was made in China, then you'd be really screwed up. You remember that 1989 movie Batman with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson, where the Joker, was poisoning people with baby powder and all sorts of beauty and hygiene products. And I watched that again the other day. I thought, gee, I had no idea that the Joker was Chinese. Okay. All right. 4 scoops of peanut butter with the big spoon, and now 4 scoops of jam with the smaller spoon. Now, which spoon you stir with is a judgment call. If you're thinking you might not have put enough peanut butter in, then spread it with the jam, then stir it with the jam spoon. That way you've got the peanut butter spoon free to add more peanut butter. Save you in dishes. But if you think you might have not have put enough jam in, then you stir with a peanut butter spoon. Having grammar constipation there causes irregular vowel movements. Stir with a peanut butter spoon so you can add more jam. In this case, I think I might have to add some more jam to this. This is what separates a Dickerson PBJ from your regular PBJ. Instead of spreading one content on top of another, you actually blend the contents in a bowl. I loved doing this when I was a kid. To this day, my mother reminds me of how I used to love to eat peanut butter and jelly mixed together. Now, as you can see, the mixture looks more like peanut butter than it does like jam, which means my first impulse was correct. I did not put enough jam in, and we'll rectify that in just a moment.